Hey everyone, this is Thomas K.R. Stovall, CEO of MindsetToMoney.com, and this is weekly update number, I believe this is number 16. 16 weeks in a row that I have been doing these weekly updates. If you're just now joining me for the first time, this is a quick update. I do every Friday, doesn't matter where I'm at, whether I'm traveling, whether I'm in the office, whether I'm at home, whether I'm on desktop, on cell phone, doesn't matter. I give a quick update of something I'm thinking. It could be personal, it could be professional, and something that we're doing at Mindset to Money. Some of that stuff is things that you may be aware of that I'm just giving you a little bit more context for. And some of them may be projects that I haven't revealed to y'all at all that we're about letting you behind the red curtain a little bit and letting you see it. But diving in today, so something I'm thinking, something that happened yesterday that just it just really put me in a frame of reference for the fact that there's always people paying attention, whether you realize it or not. I spent the last 4 or so days in Las Vegas. I was at one of the masterminds that I'm participating in, and I get home yesterday. It's middle of the afternoon, and the guy who drops me off, I get picked up. I'm in an Uber Black XL, right? And the guy picks me up, doesn't say much, drives me to the house. I'm about just under 20 minutes from the airport. And right before he's getting ready to drop me off, he doesn't turn around at all. He just says out of nowhere, I picked you up November of last year. I was like, excuse me? What? He said, I picked you up November of last year. It was late night. We're on my block now at this point. So he's kind of driving slowly down the block. It was a late night, after midnight. You were my last stop of the evening. And I'm like, okay, where's this going? Because in my mind, I'm gathering up my bag. Am I going to need to make a break for it? I'm like, I don't know what's going on because this is kind of weird. He's like, yeah, I remember just like today, you asked me to put the passenger seat on the side all the way to the front and the back all the way forward. You don't know it, but us, black car drivers, we take note. We take note of the people who ride with us. Almost every single one. Definitely everyone that gets into my vehicle, I take notes on people. And when they come back around, might be a month later, might be a year later, we've got a note and we remember how you treated us. And I said, all right, well, one thing I know for sure is that your note is going to say that I was respectful and that I tip well, because I do that with every single person who I ride with. And he said, yeah, you're right. There was another Thomas in here, and I wasn't sure which one you were until I got in. That he lived west, and he had me drive down an alley, and let him out in the alley. And then when he got out, he banged my car door on a trash can, and didn't really even apologize. And so if I ever see him again, then he asked me to drop him off the alley. It's going to be a definite no, and I'll probably have some choice words for him as well. But I do remember you, and you were respectful. You spoke to me with humility. You spoke to me with what's the word that he used? With kindness. And I just want to let you know that we pay attention, and I remember. Thank you. And that was pretty much it. He talked to me for a few moments more in the cold and told me a couple stories of people who weren't so kind and people who also are in his book and don't know that they're in his book. And I told him I was gonna send this out today and that he was gonna be the subject of it. And I thought to myself, how many people are in somebody's book and they don't know about it, right? You may have said something off the cuff. You may be having a bad day. You may be having a bad year. Who knows? And you walk by somebody, you did something, but um, they may remember. They're taking notes. They're paying attention, and even for the stuff on the other side, You check in with somebody and ask them when you didn't have to, how's your day today? How's your week? How are you doing? And mean it when you ask them. People are paying attention and people are taking notes. So mind how you treat people because you never know who's going to say, I remember you from 3 months ago or 6 months ago or 3 years ago. This man told me that he has people in his book from 3 years ago. You don't know who's paying attention. So treat everyone with kindness and respect. And you never know what you might get back. All right. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking, at least today. And something in Mindsets Money's doing, I'm actually going to share my screen and show y'all something real quick. So let me cue it up here. Okay. So one thing that y'all may or may not know is that Mindsets Money has some really cool resources and tools, financial tools available inside of your member dashboard. One of which is the Smart Money Grows Investment Analysis Guide. I spent the last 2 years in an investment group, a very high level investment group. It's 50 grand a year. And a good portion of these folks in this group are ultra high net worth. And that is not me, to be clear about it. But ultra high net worth, the designation that in the US, it means you have 30 million or more in investable assets. Primarily like that, you got cash for the most part. Like you have liquid assets of 30 million or more. And I got to learn from these folks how they think about taxes, about investing, about cash, about income. And for me, y'all hear my babies in the background. For me, it really fundamentally shifted the way that I approach my investments and everything. And so in that group, watching how these folks approach their money, approach their investing, I put together a list for myself. Like I was able to codify a list of 13 specific things that are my consideration sets when I'm identifying what is a good investment or business purchase or business opportunity to build for me. How do I think about that? And I call it my guide for unsophisticated investors because I consider myself one. How do you have a checklist that allows you to think through all of the most important aspects of an opportunity, even if you don't necessarily know, like you don't think of yourself as an investor or whatever? It just gives me a really simple way to look at things. So I'm going to give y'all a snapshot of that. That's built as a downloadable PDF, and that's available inside the member dashboard now. But what I've got my development team just almost finished up now is we've taken that downloadable PDF and created out of it an application that sits on the back end of the website in the member dashboard that you can fill out. And it's this opportunity review analysis where across these different 13 areas, it allows you to fill in the details of your deal, whether it's an investment, a business purchase, a business that you're building. It allows you to fill out all these details. And as the anchor, the foundation, it allows you to first fill these details out for your ideal investment, your ideal business, whatever. And you can save that to your member profile. And then every new deal that comes across your desk, somebody offers you this amazing opportunity, this amazing investment, amazing business, or whatever, you can fill out the parameters for that new opportunity and compare it inside of your member app against what you've defined as your ideal business deal or ideal investment. And it protects you from shiny object syndrome. It protects you from finding yourself looking at something like, oh man, it's the deal of a lifetime. But you don't realize it's not really a good fit for where you are right now. Maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year from now to be good. So you can add those opportunity reviews and you can save them to your profile. And you might end up with 3, 4, 10 different opportunity reviews that you've compared against your ideal that's still saved in there. And you know right away whether or not something's a fit. And if it's not, you don't move forward on it. You can either delete it or keep it saved to your profile because who knows, maybe 6 months from now, it will be a fit. So that is something that is not on the dashboard yet, but it's coming down the pipeline very, very soon. And I can't wait to share with y'all. It's going to be an amazing tool that's on the back end in your member hub, in your member dashboard area, that I hope will help you the same way it's helped me to make deals that make sense and stay away from shiny objects that are not going to move you forward. My room has my little in-home office area has been invaded by my children. It is movie night tonight, so I'm gonna go. I hope that y'all stay blessed. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next Friday. Y'all take care.